Hey guys, Monster here, and I thought I would come at you with another EDC update. It is February 29th, as you can see on my trusty G-Shock, and it's pretty late at night, but it's not really that late, it's 9:30, but I figured I would bring you an EDC update just because things have changed, and, with work and stuff, things have changed. If you guys didn't know, if you didn't watch my last couple episodes, I recently got a job as a correctional officer, so I'll show you what I can carry at work. Not my duty belt or anything like that. If you want a duty belt video and what a correctional officer carries on duty and what my duty belt is, and I switched over to some tactical pants. If you guys want to see those tactical pants and just how I set everything up, and just generally what a correctional officer wears every day, let me know. I'll do a separate video on that. But for right now, it's my off-duty EDC because I can't carry any of these fun stuff at work. But we can just get into it. Knives. Still rocking the Smith & Wesson because I'm still under the impression of just carrying a beater knife that if it breaks, it breaks. It is what it is. I recently actually confiscated one of these knives off someone at where I work, and I kind of handled it a little bit, and then I had to, do what I had to do with it, being at the kind of job I'm at. But I kind of handled it a little bit. I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. It'd be a cool beater knife. I heard of these before. It's just the prices I've seen them at is just ridiculous for the steel it is. So I looked into them and I found one on eBay for 40 bucks, and it's the Gerber '06 Fast with the safety on it. And I've been carrying this as of late. Along with that, I've kind of been going back to the Smith & Wesson more because this is just the width of this is just kind of a pain in the ass. But I like how fast it is. I like that it's a cheaper knife. Again, I think the tan is a Walmart exclusive. My Walmart, it's getting harder and harder to find these. Um, they're about 62 bucks, and the all black one on Amazon is 70, $80. And for 7CR, 13 MOV, which it does not say on the blade. I don't think it says anything on the blade except the Gerber logo. Um, it's kind of ridiculous for 7CR, even for 8CR, even 9CR, 13 MOV. 40 bucks is kind of high. I mean, then you're looking at like the Tenacious, which I kind of think is worth 40 bucks, 50 bucks, but even again, 40 bucks for 8CR and 7CR is kind of ridiculous. But for 40 bucks, I was already getting it for the action and stuff. It didn't, the ones I did handle in Walmart and stuff had a lot of play. So that one doesn't. I like it a lot, actually. I still go back to the Smith & Wesson more just because it's just feels better. Now the pants I switched to for on duty. I kind of messed around with them a little bit. This does not fit in the knife pocket. This kind of does. So I went and ordered another knife to fit in the pocket, even though I cannot carry a knife on duty. I'm switching to those pants for on and off duty. I'll probably wear the shorts off duty because I don't mind the cold. I'll probably buy a pair of pants in case I have to really go out in the snow. But I'll probably wear shorts off duty and the pants on duty. So this doesn't really fit in that pocket. So I really can't carry this once I get that transition over. But until then, I'll carry it a little bit. It's okay. I'm not really a big fan of it for that aspect of it having the guard here and it being really wide and hard to get in and out of that pocket. But other than that, it's not a bad knife. It's really fast. I like the safety on it. It doesn't bug me too much. And you'll see that I'm really not against safeties, and you'll see that coming up later. But the Gerber '06 Fast isn't bad. I really like the Smith & Wesson. This thing's kind of becoming a real big favorite of mine, especially as a beater knife. It breaks. It's like 17 bucks on Amazon. It's like 19 at Walmart. So it is what it is. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling about the knives. I went back to the micro stream because I wanted something smaller and lighter weight, and this thing is just, this was my very first EDC light, and I just love it, and I kind of just went back to it because my Nightcore is my duty light. I use that to search cells, do whatever else I need to do at work. I use that on my duty belt, and you'll see that if you guys want to see that video. So that's my duty light, and that is my off-duty light just because if I need something more intense, my duty belt's at home anyway, and I carry a bigger flashlight in my car, so it's not really a big deal. Still rocking the Bellroy wallet, love it. Keys are the same. At work, again, I can't carry anything, so the fob literally just, when I go into work, I take my phone and my key fob, and the phone and the key fob get set up somewhere. And this is just to differentiate from, other people's keys, because someone else that works there has the exact same key fob, and this way they can just hey, it's the Jeep key fob with the green string on it. And, oh, okay, we know it's your keys. So, other than that, that's the only difference to the keys. It's the exact same setup with the Victorinox and the Rescue Me tool. I obviously don't take any of that crap into work. Other pockets, nothing really. The gun has changed quite a bit. Not necessarily the carry gun, because this is in my backpack no matter what. My backpack doesn't come into work with me anyway. So this is always in the backpack. I just love this gun. I shoot it really well. Within 10 yards, I get inch and a half group. I'm really deadly with this thing. So I will never get rid of the LCP2. I am absolutely in love with this gun. This is like, not my throwaway gun, but my bag gun. But I carry it from time to time in the pocket. I'm looking to get a Kydex holster for it because, I like carrying knives in my pockets, and I do pocket carry with a gun in the pocket or pocket carry with a knife in the pocket. It's perfectly safe. I don't see how, it sits like this in my pocket. I don't see how this is going to get into the trigger guard and set the gun off. I don't see a scenario where that happening, and if it ever does, it's kind of my fault because the pocket clip is clipped. It's clipped onto the pocket. I don't see how this is going to fall in the pocket and roll around and get in their holster and pull the gun, pull the trigger. I just don't see that happening. This is how it sits in my pocket, but it's really bulky. Regardless of the safety issue, if there is a safety issue, there's obviously going to be a safety issue. I don't see there being one over time or whatever, but, it's really bulky in the pocket. So, for that reason, I want to get a Kydex holster for this. The knife I did choose is a Gerber, K-Bar Dozier in the Kelly green that just came out, because green's my favorite color if you guys didn't know. The Victorinox, the wallet, and the string, it's green. Green's my favorite color. And the Glock, green Glock. That's another thing is with the firearms. Anyways, I love my LCP2. I'll never get rid of it. I'll always carry it. Well, 380 is underwhelming. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I mean, if you want to volunteer to get shot by it and tell me, if it's underwhelming, that's perfectly fine. But I personally wouldn't want to get shot with it. That's in 380, by the way. I knew they came out with the 22 long rifle variant. Rocking the Hornady's in there with the, I don't know if it's XTP tips or it's something. It's the red tips in there. So that's what I'm running in my 380. I carry 2 extra mags. It's the round for the round of the chamber. That gun is unloaded, surprisingly. The next 2 guns are loaded. That one is not. So as you guys know, my 19 is probably one of my favorite Glocks, by the way. I got the ridiculous dong on it. A ridiculous, big black clip. That's what she said. But I love this gun. But this is now my home defense gun. I don't carry this gun anymore. Not until I switch the sights out. I don't shoot it very well beyond 10 yards. And that just bugs me. And I think it's because of the sights. Because I lose that front sight when the gun goes off. Because I lose it to that white goalpost in the back. So I'm going to swap the sights out. It's the Amerigo iDot Pros I picked out. I was like, you know what? Do I want to spend $60 on sights? I want to go spend $500 on a new gun. What the hell? I'll go spend $500 on a new gun. That's what I did. So I really wanted something in 45. And I'm most likely going to be going to the police academy here soon. And obviously the 19 is probably your best choice. But I wanted something in 45. And I was like, you know what? I just want something confident that I can shoot really, really well. So I went out and I bought a gun and I shoot it really, really well. Now, will I carry it on duty? I don't know yet. I got to handle... I'm thinking about getting the Glock 21 and seeing how that works. But for now, again, while I carry the gun I bought on duty, I don't know. Let me see again how the Glock 21 feels. I went out and I bought a 1911, guys. I have never been a 1911 fan, but I'll tell you what, I sure as hell am now. Holy hell, do I like 1911s. This thing feels so much better in my hand. By the way, this is pointed in safe direction. I shoot this gun so well. Out to 25, 30 yards, I'm grouping really well with this. And yes, it is hot. Carrying Hornady's in it, Hornady hollow points. I'm probably going to be switching to the Federal HSTs just because these Hornady's in a 45 are known not to expand very well, which I didn't know till after I bought it. So I'm probably going to be switching to, by the way, yes, the 1911 is loaded. It is a Rock Island Armory, if I didn't mention already. Rock Island Armory. A1FS. Full size, 5-inch government model. And I know you're going to be, some people are going to be like, oh my god, you want 1911, oh my god, you have a Glock. I like both. I'm not biased. I know, there's a lot of people that would, kill somebody to see those two sitting next to each other, but it is what it is. I'm not biased. I love my Glocks. I like the way they feel, but I shoot this a lot better. So that's why I went with this. The manual safety does not bother me. I know some people are like, oh, well, you know, I like the Glocks because you pull them out and pull the trigger. For me, it's the same thing. I, I'm not any slower with the 1911 than I am with the Glock. Well, the capacity is, you know, oh my god, it's the capacity. You know what? I have seen, and if I practice enough, people can get just as many shots off of the 1911 as they can a 15 round Glock with a reload. Some people just get that good with them, and I'm not that bad. I'm not that far off. So I'm going to keep practicing with it, and I'm not going to be that, you know, asshole. 45, you know, is equal 145 is equal to 500 rounds of 9mm. You know what? I don't buy into that whole stopping power bullshit. I just wanted something in 45 because it is a bigger bullet. It obviously leaves a bigger hole. Am I going to be a FUD? No, not necessarily, because I like 9mm. Hell, I carry a 380 sometimes as my primary. I don't really care about the caliber. Do I like the fact that a 45 hits a lot harder? Absolutely. Why do you think I bought one for a 45 in that reason? But, you know, I'm not going to say it's better than a 9mm. These modern day 9mm loads, by the way, in the 33 round mag, I'm carrying the HSTs Federal in that. So with modern 9mm loads, you're really not that far off. But I wanted something in 45. I definitely enjoy the recoil impulse more over the 9mm. I'm definitely a better shot with this gun than the Glock. So that's why I went with it. You probably did notice the mag is a Wilson Combat mag. I don't believe in just having one mag, so this is the Rock Island one. I like that it's an 8 round mag. That's only a 7. When I bought the gun, I obviously had to get another mag because I don't believe in just having one mag. That, and surprisingly, I conceal the 19, or the 19, yeah, the 1911 and the 19. That's going to get fucking confusing. I carry the 1911 a lot better than the 19. Obviously, I don't carry the 19 with this magazine on it. If I do carry the 19 that day, I'll throw this in my bag, because to me, if I'm really going to pull that out and shoot somebody, I'd like to have as much ammo, you know. Cancel that's two. That 30 round mag is 2 mags, you know, without a reload. So I figured, fuck it, why not? But I don't carry it in the gun. But I carry this a lot better, and a lot of that has to do with the holster. And this is significantly thinner than 19, at least in my opinion it is. So it sits a little bit closer to the body being single stack. And that's also due to the holster. I went out, and I'm a big fan of Bravo concealment. When I do carry the 19, guess what? I carry it in a Bravo concealment. And I went out, I think this one was meant for a Remington R1, and it fits. I mean, the Blackhawk holster I have for it outside the waistband is meant to fit a Colt, and this fits just fine. Now, if I shake it, you know, good enough, it will fall out. But, I mean, the gun weighs like 2 pounds loaded, so I'm really not surprised that it does fall out. Give me 1 second. Let me grab that Blackhawk holster. This is my range holster, or I do want to open carry. I mean, obviously, it's not going to fall out because it has the thing that physically holds it in and it locks it in. It's not just friction fit, it physically locks it in. So I'm not going to play with that too much with this holster because it is loaded. But it's not a bad holster. It's disgustingly over fucking priced for what it is, and I don't like the whole bullshit system back here. It took me like an hour to figure it out. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but I didn't like this whole setup. So it is what it is. I kind of regret buying it, but I'm not going to return. I'm not going to be that asshole. But that's pretty much my carry right now, guys. Whatever you shoot better is what matters. I like Glocks, and now I like 1911s. And I definitely plan on buying more 1911s and still buying Glocks. I'll tell you what, though. I've sold more Glocks than anything. I sold my 43. I sold my 48. I will never sell my 19. I think the 19 is the perfect size when it comes to a Glock. I love the way it feels in the hand. I definitely want to try out the 21 because for on duty, I just think I would prefer 45 or 10mm 40. I'm not a big fan of 40. You can argue in the comments if you want. It's not going to bother me. I don't give a shit. What I like is what I like. Again, I shoot this better than the Glock. But I think the Glock feels a little bit better. But the 19 carries better. It just, there's pros and cons to both. Some people say the reliability issues in the 19. I'll tell you what, I've had reliability issues, or the 1911, there I go again. I've had reliability issues out of my Glock 19. But I've had the most reliability issues with that gun right there. This gun, I've had the most reliability issues. And that's mainly due to ammo issues. And it is unloaded. Point of safety correction. I've had more reliability issues with this, with it just not feeding. It just doesn't like to feed. It's a big point with this gun. Just does not like hollow points. I found out this gun does not like SIG hollow points. So guess what? I will never buy SIG hollow points for that gun, which is, for whatever reason, northeastern Pennsylvania, some of the only 380 you can really find is the SIG Performance Elite. I'll never buy that crap again. I've never owned a SIG firearm, but I'll tell you what, I don't like their ammunition with the 380. I run Hornady in most of my guns. I'm going to be switching to Federal here. Obviously, this is Federal, but that's just because I didn't have a lot of Hornady for this gun. But I do carry, the round that's in the chamber right now. Is Hornady. That's mainly what I carry in all my guns, but I am going to be switching, And I just threw, kept that round in the chamber. Obviously, I have to put it back in now. But, I just threw this in there for demonstration purposes. The only reason I have this filled, and this isn't filled fully, this only has 30 rounds instead of the, I think it fits 33, but I only put 30 in it just because I didn't want to overload the spring, and this just sits with the gun on the nightstand, but this is unloaded now, so, and I'm not going to go ahead and unload all my guns. I'm not going to unload that because that's my carry gun, but it is what it is, guys. I will do a video on some of the stuff individually, I can't make any promises, but I'll get to it when I can, especially when that K-bar comes in. It should be coming in relatively soon. If you guys want to see a video on my duty belt, let me know what a correctional officer carries every day. I'll let you know. But other than that, stay bladed, stay pewed, stay safe, guys.